Okay guys, so I've got some quinoa ready, broccoli and cauliflower here, ready to stir fry, some berinjela or eggplant in English, and some onions. Yeah, I discovered by myself, as I don't follow recipes, I think I mentioned that before, that putting certain food in the pot at different times give you different tastes and different textures as you eat, which I find textures very important to me. So I found that if I stir fry onions by themselves before, I get one flavor. If I put them in the pot with the food and cook them together, I get a different flavor. So tonight I want this nice flavor that you get from fried onions. I'm going to fry the onions by themselves first, and then put this eggplant because they soak a lot of oil up, and then kind of let them out. So I'm going to cook them by themselves, stir fry them by themselves a little bit for a few minutes, and then after I stir fry the onion by itself, put that in for a few minutes, and then I put everything in. Quinoa is ready, and then we can eat. 1 minute, I'll be back. So I have my nice wok here. Put a little bit of sunflower oil. Usually I use avocado cold pressed oil, but I've run out, and so I'm using this sunflower oil. And yeah, that should be enough. I don't like to use too many oil, but I know that the you'll see also mushrooms do the same. Mushrooms soak up a lot of oil when you cook them. If you try to stir fry them, you'll find that you put a good amount of oil in the pot, and then before you know it, there's no oil in the pot. It's dried out because they absorb a lot of oil. And then usually put them back, put some oil back out, but at first it does absorb a lot of oil. So I got my spoon, my favorite spoon from Amsterdam. Yeah, I love this spoon. I should have bought a few more. I love the way it's, you see how it's curved? It really gets the food up without throwing it out of the pot. You know, that happens sometimes, especially when you're cooking vegetables. When you put them in there a lot, and as they cook, of course, they shrink because the water comes out. So we're gonna put these onions in by themselves. It should start crackling soon. And I am obsessed with onion rings. I don't know why, but I always want to cut the onions in rings. Don't know why, don't ask me, but I always cut onions like that. I never chop them up in small pieces. I love the idea of the rings, and they break up in the pot, of course. You know, it's my thing. My thing. So that should start in a minute. I'm hungry. But I wanted to show you guys this quick fast food. You can, you know, today I'm making broccoli with cauliflower and eggplant, baby eggplant. I had two. And I told you before, I don't know if you saw my other video on food, but I set out to cook at home what I have, and I don't come up with like specific recipes in my head. I just look at what I have in the kitchen and then see what I can make, you know. Basically that's how I eat, and I don't like to repeat the same food a lot, so I do a lot of raw foods, including all vegetables. I eat them raw sometimes, I cook them sometimes, but I cook them less than I eat them raw. I like to make what I call warm or hot salads. I make quinoa with vegetables, or I make rice, or I make, and also beans with vegetables. So the beans are always hot, and I add it to the salad, and it's a nice, you know, a nice way to eat a salad, you know. I really enjoy it, so maybe you guys can try it sometimes. I have a trivia question. Let's see who can get it right. Which vegetable gives off the most water when you cook it? Which vegetable expels the most water when you cook it? Not sure when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do a soup. This is a pumpkin sweet potato soup. It's like mwah. And I cook my soups without a drop of water. Maybe you find it hard to believe, but I don't put any water. But there's a trick to doing it, of course. So 2 trivia questions. Let's see if anybody can tell me how can you make a soup without adding water? 1. And the second one, which vegetable gives off the most water when you cook it? That's the question for the day. Let's see if we can solve this mystery. Actually, the first 2 people that can get it right, I will be giving away one of my albums. This was my last album that I did, called Don't Worry Mama. It's a beautiful mixture of my music that I call Raz music, reggae, fusion with hip hop, and fusion with what they call this music. Can't even think straight. It's a kind of raga style, you know, because I always, not always, but I often participate with other artists because I love to do that because it gives a nice flavor and texture to your work. So on this album, Don't Worry Mama, it's actually confusing because I uploaded it and I was advised to write a certain way and I did it. And because of the way I wrote the featuring artist, it comes up on iTunes as a various artists, but it's just me featuring other artists called Don't Worry Mama. It's the title of the album. So the first 2 people that gets the questions right, even one question of the 2, I will be sending you an MP3 of that album so you can full joy, you know, at home. So we're just gonna stir fry this a little bit more till it starts to get a bit brown, or just before. And then I put in the eggplant. And you see, there's not much, because onions also soak oil up. But look, you see, there's not much oil left there already. I might have to put some more. I put a little bit of soy sauce flavor. And this is gluten-free soy sauce, by the way. Also have some teriyaki sauce there, also gluten-free. I put this guy in to take away a little bit of the smell. I hope you can still hear me. I hope so. Yes, it's cooking away. Oh, the smell is amazing. Amazing. I love it. So let's start putting some eggplant in the wok. Let's get some eggplant in the wok. In Milwaukee, from Milwaukee. I have to be careful not to put the fire too high, because it will dry out the oil and burn the food. If you look already, it's drying up. All the oil, look. Yeah, eggplants, they do that. They soak up the oil. Another trick, if you turn the fire down very, very low, which is another way I cook sometimes, depending on what I want to do. This is a stir fry, so you can't do that. But if you want to saute things and get a nice, like, you know, make a nice curry with a lot of liquid inside, you put it on very low heat and cover it, and you'll be surprised how much liquid will be in the pot. You're putting any liquid in there. That's another trick. So you can see, look, it's almost dry. The eggplant just soaks it. But after a while, it starts to pull it back out. And then I might have to add a little bit more oil just to help it along. Fry this a little bit more. I might even cover it for a little bit to make some water, and then come back and take the cover off, and you know, make the stir fry. So I don't want it to be too dry either. You know what I mean? As I said, we got some quinoa ready over there to go. So to do this, then to put a little bit more oil, because this guy drained all the oil out. Took everything. So, put some more here, a little bit. That should be enough. Put the fire a little higher now. And now come these guys. Put everything here. Already chopped up. Yeah. And now I put my garlic. 3 cloves already chopped up. In a minute I'm going to put some of my seasoning, some spices, only herbs, just some herbs, you know. And sometimes what I do also, especially like right now, it's dry again, the oil is gone. So my other trick is in the middle of this. Today I'm going to put in the oat milk. I usually use any natural milk I have, almond, soya, or what any one of them I have. I put. You see? Water. Put a little bit of turmeric. I never measure things either. It's another thing. I'm very unorthodox. I don't measure what I'm cooking. I do have some little spoons that I use to take out some of these herbs now, which I didn't have before. But I still don't measure. I just, in my mind, I decide how much I'm going to put into it. And so far, somehow, the food always tastes okay. Some people say it's amazing. But I leave that for other people to say. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, as they say. But that's what everybody says. They love the taste. Drying up really fast, guys. You turn it back down. And it dries up really fast, so be careful. So what I'm going to do is put the cover for a few minutes. And that will create some more liquid inside the pot. So when I stir fry, it'll be a lot lesser. In the meantime, I'm going to go and get some herbs. Start off with this guy here. Chai seeds, black chai seeds, very good for you. Little Indian spice there also. And we put a little bit of that now. You can see already, look, water. So yeah, I just pour some stuff in. Like I say, it's better to have less than more. So you gotta be careful with that. Especially if you're not following a recipe and measuring. You gotta be really careful, because if you put too much spice, it can be a disaster. So I have some basil, I have some curry, and I have some oregano. These two I always put in my food because I just love the flavors. And I put other stuff like dill and thyme and all kinds of stuff. But these two are like my standard because they make such a nice. I'll show you in a second. There's a lot of water coming into the pot now from the food. Because it's not evaporating outside. Yeah? Look at the water dripping out. See? Just for a few minutes. If I left that cover on, it would become like a soup in a while. So we put some oregano in there. I put a little bit more because I like spicy. I like spicy food. Flavor. Put some basil. Put one of that. I will put some chai seeds. Very good. Let's put 2 of that. And a little bit more. Okay. Now I put some curry powder. I love curry, and curry is good for you. Very good. The British Medical Association has discovered that Indian people probably get stomach cancer because of the cumin. So they're trying to find a way to take it and make it into medication that people can take, because stomach cancer is the highest killer of people in this country. Look, I don't know, you see, it's made a lot of water now. So and the The curry and the other spice will absorb a lot of this water also. You know, they'll soak up the water. So I cover it again just for a little bit. So it needs some more water. I don't want it to be too dry. I don't want to burn the food. I like it to be crunchy, but not burnt. But crunchy. Then make it a nice smell. Very nice scent. Look, dried out already, so the cover goes back on. Make some more liquid. Yeah. So I don't want to put too much oil. I don't want to go over oil, so I put these back in the cupboard while she does her magic over there. I put a little bit of time. Just a little bit. So guys, I'm going to let it cook, and then before I present it to eat, I'll show you guys again. So I'll be right back. So guys, here's the finished product. This is all ready to eat. Nice and crispy. I've already turned the fire up. Some cauliflower, broccoli, and eggplant. Let's cover this again and share. Turn this boy off. Well, I hope you could have heard me over that noise. It would be sad if you didn't hear me. And get a plate from here. And then serve. Serve din-dins. Din-din-din. Oh, look at that quinoa. Nice and fluffy. Look, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Tricolor quinoa. Yeah. So I'll take some quinoa. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. The good stuff. The good stuff. Back. And take my stir fry. Yeah. Plant-based. I mean, you can also If you're not vegetarian or vegan, you can do the same thing and add your meat to it, you know, your chicken or your beef or whatever. I mean, that's all good, you know. I don't eat any of those things, so I wouldn't do that, but yeah, you can do that if you eat meat and you want to do this kind of food and eat your meat as well. Why not? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. So I'll just cover that back. Like that. Get me a fork. Go to the table. I'll come to get you, Mr. Camera, so you can see. You can see. No camera person today, so I have to double up. Yeah, I gotta double up, trouble up. Yeah. So let's see. You can see from there. Pretty sure. Pretty sure you can. Let me get some little bit of teriyaki sauce. Just a little bit. Again, gluten-free. Try to find gluten-free things if you can. It's better for your body. You put a little bit. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. And I have the residue of Jamaica pica pepper. Some say it's the hottest pepper in the world. Jamaica pica pepper. Can't even say it right. Pica pepper. This is what they put in the Jamaica food that's very popular all over the world. They're making it drum. Can't even think what it is right now. My brain is blocked. I don't eat it anyway because it's always meat, you know, pork or chicken or jerk. It's so hot it make you jerk. You know, that's the idea. The pepper's so hot that when you eat it, it make you jerk. That's the concept. Serious thing. Jamaica pica pepper. In England, from the bottle. Let me taste this food. It looks good. Wow. If I say so myself, it's delicious. And it was quick. Very quick. Wow. It's too good. So, buddy, you guys can't have any. I'll come again. This restaurant is good. So guys, please, if you like the video, give a like. Give a like. Excuse me. Give a like. Please subscribe. Yeah. And share. And of course, I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you on the next one very soon. It will be a different content, but it will be the same vibe. And there's lots of food to come. What I'm gonna do, I do music. As you know, I'm a musician, right? I'm a composer, singer. So I do music. I do inspirational speaking. I have 2 radio programs a week, but I'm only giving content from one program called The Rotted Show, which I take topics and I go in on them. I call it reasoning. So yeah, so it won't always be about any specific one thing. And I travel a lot. I haven't been traveling for a while because of many reasons. One, it was COVID, and then I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma cancer, and I'm taking treatment for that. In recession, I should be finishing all my treatments in the end of May. I can start traveling again. So when I travel, I'll be doing content on travel, also on cities and interviewing people and so on and so forth. So thank you so much all for checking out the video, the content. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bless up. Teaching everyone. Coco Boy, you're my inspiration, man. Big up yourself. Yeah, truly.